Hey, sofrito lovers, this is Ben Ramos bringing you another mukbang from my palatial home here in the Northwest Bronx. In fact, specifically my palatial living room here in the Northwest Bronx. The Bronx is the home of hip hop and salsa. I am bringing you a delicious Puerto Rican lunch. I am having mofongo and pernil and a little side salad. Look, my little piece of cucumber. Classic Puerto Rican meal. You guys know pernil. You should know by now if you've been watching me for a while. Pernil is roasted pork shoulder, very Puerto Rican, and mofongo is a dish made of plantains, in which plantains are fried and mashed and sculpted and mixed with more meat. And just basically turned into this wonderful, I am so hungry. I'm staring at this and I'm salivating. Explain it, Ben. Mofongo is a plantain-based kind of, side dish or meal that's made from frying plantains, mashing them, putting them all together. Look, I'm starving. Filled with a lot of garlic. It's got a little bit of pork inside, so there's pork outside, pork inside. Tiene caldo de habichuela. Whenever you eat mofongo, you have to have broth, because mofongo is heavily starched plantains mashed together, can get very dry very quickly. So usually restaurants, or when you make it at home, you make a little side pot of a broth, a chicken broth, a beef broth. I am a huge fan. I just spit all over the place. Mofongo everywhere. I am a huge fan of getting the broth that you make when you make stewed beans, habichuela guisada, el caldo de la habichuela, the stewed bean broth. And I pour it all over, and I love it because the stewed bean broth has such depth of flavor. And again, just to be healthy, I have a little side salad right here. I'll be eating the side salad in a moment. Look, my side salad. Oh, sofrito lovers, it is a disgusting, rainy, cold Saturday afternoon. I feel wretched. I am sick. I had plans for today, but the wonderful rain, it is so cold, rainy, and overcast. I'm like, okay, I'm going to have a super busy Sunday. Hopefully it won't be as rainy tomorrow as it is today. The weather in New York has been insane. It's like warmish, springish weather. The next day, it's like below 20. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it's just the weather's all over the place, and my body decided, look, some pernil. Everything here has a lot of garlic in it, which is great. It's going to be good for whatever weird 24-hour bug, hopefully, I have. I don't want to get sick again. Oh, everything is so good, guys. I don't want to choke on camera. Lately, I've been like talking, eating, swallowing all at the same time and choking myself. So I'd rather not this be the last mukbang I ever make. It's cold. I don't feel good. I'm staying in. I'm having lunch. I want to share it with you. I hope you guys are doing well. I also want to address a couple of questions that have come to me via TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, stuff like that. I'm washing everything down with my favorite zero sugar peach Snapple. Guys, forgive me. It's going down a little slow, and I'm trying not to choke. Okay, so frito lovers, smaller bites, and I won't chew so fast. Mira, sofrito lovers, just addressing a couple of questions and comments that have come my way. I think I'm going to address like 3 or 4 of them. I can remember 3 or 4 of them that seem to be like the most popular. The first one, of course, is why don't I post more? Sofrito lovers, I have a pretty busy lifestyle. My job is all consuming. I work for a nonprofit organization where we provide after school services, enrichment programs, and all that to an elementary school here in my neighborhood. I live in between the Kingsbridge Heights, Fordham Manor area. I work in an elementary school. We run an after school nonprofit work. A lot of people will tell you feels sometimes like it's 24/7. I would love to make more videos, but sometimes I just don't have the time or the energy. I get home and I'm tired. And the idea of eating on camera, setting all this up. By the way, do you like this setup? I'm starting to really dig this setup. When David comes back, I'm going to be like, when I make mukbangs, you're going to have to go to the room because I think I need the living room for this because I'm starting to love this setup. So it takes time, energy, and focus. And sometimes I get home and I'm just like, eat, sleep, cuddle with your bear, and that's it. And I also am politically involved. I rarely talk about that here because this is a mukbang food channel, but there's certain community politics I'm involved in. And sometimes there are meetings after work, and committee meetings, and hearings, and forums, and it takes away time. And then when I get home after all of that, or get off of Zoom after all of that, it's late. I'm trying to catch up with a late dinner. I ain't filming nothing. Another question that I get, which is related to that one, is why do I keep my regular job? Why don't I just become a content creator? I got some of y'all. Thank you so much. You like my content and you wish I were making more and you wish I was a full-time content creator. It's not my gig. I love what I do. I have my passions. I follow my passions. This is a hobby. I do this for fun. I do this because I've been inspired by people like Suave Boom, Dolce Foodie, Choose, Steven Sushi, back in the day before he went off the edge, Nicocado Avocado. I was so inspired by some of these, and B Loves Life, and some of the classics and the greats, you know. I know mukbangs are not popular anymore, but these ASMRist mukbang people made it look so fun, so easy, so doable. Especially people like Suave Boom, who used to like give people tips on how to do this. You know, he used to say, I film off of my camera. If I can film off of my camera, so can you. And so am I. I got my iPhone right there. Got me a little ring light from Wish or wherever it was I got it from. And I started making chip tasting videos where I was inspired by the potato chips that my students eat. And I did taste testing because, you know, I'm a foodie. I was interested in tasting all those chips. In fact, I'm going to be bringing that back, guys. I'm going to have a couple of videos where, similar to the video that I made for Salula, where I'll be tasting out a chip and combining it with a mukbang. I'm going to do a few more of those. So I want you guys to get into that gig, okay? But, the pernil is so well seasoned. And the caldo de habichuela, the bean broth that's on it, just gives it such a great earthy, savory flavor. Oh, so good. So, yeah. I have a regular job. I'm not interested in content creation as a full-time position. Also, I have health insurance. I have benefits. I have all that good stuff that working for YouTube or working for any platform, I don't think they'd be providing that. You also know your boy is diabetic. I need a good health plan. I need to be able to buy my insulin. Let's be real. So this is for fun. It's a hobby. It's something I love to do. I love talking about food. I love talking about my life. I love eating healthy food. I love it. That cucumber was good. I wish low key they had given me a couple more. Yo, like all jokes aside, the cucumber was kind of fierce. Okay, so third question I get all of the time, all of the time, all of the time. Why is it that I feature Puerto Rican food so much? I feature the food that I eat on a daily basis. I don't do any special meals for my mukbangs. I don't. There have been times where I've bought, the latest hamburger trend or the latest chicken, fast food trend. I have a couple of videos. Those videos aren't happening anymore. I don't see people taste testing. I do Puerto Rican food because that's what I eat. Basically, I mukbang what I'm having for dinner or lunch. And I love eating Puerto Rican food. And if you can watch hours and hours of Honey Eats eating every single type of ramen and all these other mukbangers that do the exact, God bless Beloved's life and the millions of seafood boils she's eaten, all praise to all the other mukbangers who had their signature food. Well, I guess Puerto Rican food is my signature food. I love eating my culture's food is my go-to. It's my comfort food. It's the food that I prefer to cook. Am I limited to that? No. I'm pointing right up there at a shelf that is filled with cookbooks that are international, Latin American, Asian, African, North American. I'm pointing up there to my cookbooks. I will cook and try anything, but what's the foundation of my comfort food? What is it my go-to? What is my wheelhouse? What is it that I love? Comida puertorriqueña, Puerto Rican food. So yeah, you'll get a lot of that. You'll get some of the Chinese takeout. Maybe I'll get fancy and show you some of the other the Japanese takeout that I order or the Indian food or whatever. I film what I'm comfortable with. Comida boricua. And this is my comfort food because I'm not feeling good. And I want something cozy, yummy, delicious. Something that reminds me of my culture. Something that I know is tried and true because this is all full of garlic. And garlic is good for you when you're sick. The fourth question that I get. Why don't you collab with other people? Long gulps because I don't want to choke. Why don't I collab with other people? Because my setup is not for collabing. I film in my home. I don't have personal relationships with a lot of the mukbangers that I love. So I don't get into collabs that easily. Plus, I do this so randomly, infrequently. I'm not thinking about setting up a meeting and setting up a production schedule. I'm not opposed to collabing, but it's just not a reflex for me. I always felt like collabing is something that the professional content creators do. Again, I'm a hobbyist. This is my hobby. This is a part of my foodie hobby. So I'm not opposed to it. It's not like I have some type of unwritten rule about collabing. I just don't think a professional, would want to collab with like an amateur like me because I wouldn't be as reliable as they probably would need me to be because I'd be like, oh, gotta cancel the collab tonight. Gotta stay in with a bunch of kids. They're being picked up late. Oh, I was going to schedule the collab for this night, but then I got to go to a board meeting. Sorry. I think a professional mukbanger will probably find my schedule and the spontaneity of my life a little annoying. So Again, not opposed to collabing, but it's not a priority for me. Plus, I'm a little itty bitty YouTube channel. People who collab are the people who collabs in the hundreds of thousands and millions, you know. Not that I'm dissing my sofrito lovers. I love you guys. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being there. But honestly, I'm not a big time mukbanger. I'm not. You know. And that's okay. I know who I am. I know what I'm doing. I know what I like. I do what motivates me. And right now I'm motivated to eat this penne. I feel like there was a fifth question. Those are the four that I feel always pop up in YouTube Shorts, in emails that you guys send me, on Facebook, X, and even TikTok. I post on TikTok like every other day or every 2 days, and there are people that are like, why are you not posting every day 2 or 3 times? Because I work. I have a job and I have a life outside of my camera filming me. So, oh, there was a fifth question. See, this is why I should say I'm not a professional. A professional would have written it down and been ready. I was thinking about this, and then I got lunch, and I said, you know what? Let me make this video. Oh, look at that. I was being spontaneous, which is a rarity for me. But, yeah. What was that fifth question? Ay, mi gente. Let me get more mofongo in me. Maybe that'll jog my memory. Or the good, delicious plátano in me. Oh, the most basic question. How could I not remember this? I got asked, who you watch, who do you love on YouTube? Who are like your inspirations? I love me some Chews. I love me some Suave Boom. His wife Dolce Foodie. Many of whom have moved on to TikTok and still post occasionally on YouTube. Steven Sushi, Big Guy Appetite, Be Loves Life. The list used to be a lot longer, but a lot of mukbangers have disappeared or they've shifted their content to something else. I would say those are Eat with Kim, Honey Eats. Oh, I know I'm forgetting a whole bunch. Oh my God, see, a professional would have prepared for this. I'm using my hobby brain. Those are some of the ones I like. It's Darius, Zaddy Chunk Chunk. I also have a whole slew of YouTube channels with cooking and recipes that I love that I watch. So I'm trying to think about, I was asked about the mukbangers. And a lot of the mukbangers, Zach Choi, the Asian Vietnamese brother who's real built, who cooks everything and then eats it. Kwan. Oh, I'm forgetting his name. Please forgive me. Oh, I love them. And a lot of them are the classic mukbangers. Susie Eats. A lot of these are the classic mukbangers / ASMRists that a lot of us love. I mean, I love a lot of those mainstream ones. Plus, there are also small mukbang channels that I give it a try from time to time. Small ones just like mine that I love. I'm just forgetting everyone's names. Those are the folks that inspire me. Love them all. Heavily entertained. Learn a lot. Try to adapt what I learned from them to what I do here. I'm loving this new setup. I don't think I'm going to be eating in my bedroom anymore. David's going to just have to get used to when I want to film going into the bedroom himself. Listen, sofrito lovers, I've been doing a lot of talking and not enough eating. I want to finish my lunch. Listen, go out there. Go have some culinary adventures. Go taste for yourself. It was great to be here with you guys. Thank you for listening. Just get to know me a little bit better. 5 simple, quick questions with 5 simple, quick answers. Como siempre, go out there, go have some culinary adventures. Mucho, mucho, mucho amor.